Hey, are you alright? Yeah, I was in the other room sleeping. I heard you groaning and whimpering. Something the matter? How did I hear you? All the way. I know I'm in the other room, and I know you're on the opposite side from me, so I couldn't just hear you straight through the wall. You remember I'm a fox, right? Got fox ears. They're not just for rubbing, you know. I can hear really, really well. Might not want to think too hard about what I can hear you doing in here. I generally just tune it out, not my business. Anyways, you're shaking, and I know you're not cold. You're in really warm blankets. What's up? You had a nightmare. Well, do you want to tell me about it? I'm really good at interpreting dreams. Okay. Big and... I was in it. Falling. Forever down a black void. Giggling. Okay. That's all. Seems pretty simple. You're fearing death. It was all in the falling forever thing. It's something all humans fear. It's long drops. Heights. Because you're always afraid of hitting the ground and dying. Which I get. I think you throw anything from a big enough height, it's probably not gonna, live to tell the tale, be in the same shape, whatever. No, I get it. But come on, you know that once I really trust you, once we've been living here for a couple years, I'll give you half my life, and you don't need to worry about death. Oh, it's just kind of those entwined things. I get it. I really wouldn't worry about it, though. No, I really do get it, Well, I'm technically immortal, and I'm gonna make you technically immortal. We'll really not be that immortal. If I did have to assume how long we're gonna live, it's gonna probably be 25,000-30,000 years each. Which I know does sound kind of short for immortality. But there's just a point where even an immortal doesn't want to go on. We kind of just disappear. Like, literally, we just fade from reality. Yeah, brain too full of knowledge. Nothing new left to learn. Gets boring from what I've been told. But I wouldn't say you really have to think about that. It's just a couple more years of normal living. Then you'll have all that extra life. I'm kind of jealous of you humans and your shorter lifespans. You really get to, feel through life. Just so short, those 80 years. I know it can vary, but still. I get it. No, thinking about death is hard. thinking about your stream of consciousness coming to an end is a little terrifying, a little mystifying. But you really should remember, it's meant to be limited. That's why they always kind of stereotypize people who've lived for a long time to be miserable. They're not wrong. The only reason I feel so little about living for 263 years is because I'm forgetful. I'll forget stuff for 100 years at a time. I always will. So sometimes I get to relearn things I had just what felt like the inkling, a little bit of knowledge of, but I lived through. Yeah. Yeah, the one time being a scatterbrain really works out in your favor, as if you live thousands of years. It's ironic, kinda. You always expect the immortal beings to be so knowledgeable, but I already forgot your birthday. Oh, okay. You are so going to need to tell me that the month of, and not now, because I'm going to forget. You feel a bit better knowing all this, though. That's natural. You know it's natural. I get that you know, but sometimes it really is just best to talk about it. Besides, the other thing I thought you might be thinking about, were you thinking about the end of, the universe, the dimension, whatever? Yeah, you humans have a terrible time doing that. It's kind of funny. You're going to live for .0000000, maybe another 1% of the total lifespan of the universe. And worrying about the end, its theoretical end, is what you're doing. You realize it resets, right? Yeah. Yeah, about every 10 billion years. That may seem short for a universe, but there's plenty of things going on. No. The universe is a living being. Every time it resets, it's a heartbeat. And it is a damn slow heartbeat. Oh, technically it is a being. Once you become a demigod, you kind of start seeing all that stuff. But don't worry about it. It's nothing you need to have any fault or fear of. This will all happen again in 10 billion years. This exact scenario with one minor change. I don't know what it'll be. You don't know what it'll be. But the universe lives and breathes. And its breathing cycle is everything happening again and again. That's what the multiverse is. The whole multiverse theory is just breaths of a celestial giant. It's weird to think about. Don't think about it too hard, or you might go insane. You think about the cosmos too much and you end up thinking about the goddamn space squids. It's don't worry about it. But I guess you're up now. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? There's some stuff I wanted to talk about if you don't mind. Well, I am sorry you got all esoteric about the meaning of our lives and universe and all that, but you'll get it eventually. Well, anyways, I did want to kind of talk about, why you say my name weirdly before you sleep. Kidding. Your thoughts are your own. I did want to talk about living here so far, and how thankful I've been for you being so accommodating. You making me some food I like the akatashi tofu. Fried tofu, sorry. One of the few things I remember in Japanese is what that stuff's called. I got brought so much of it, freshly cooked. Apparently, over there in Japan, they think Kitsune love fried tofu, and I'll admit, it's really, really good. But, whatever you did to those potatoes when you pan-fried them yesterday, just a little bit of salt and onion powder on razor-thin potato slices, cooked to a crisp, dude. It's like potato chips, but way better. They were really good. I really appreciated it. Other things to remember about Japan. Well, at the temple, of course. They called me Norowareta Kitsune. Norowareta Kitsune. Which I actually found out a couple months before I left. It just meant cursed fox. Which means they were literally calling me Curse Fox. It's funny, name being Kurzman, Curse Fox. I sound like a Chinese off-brand. Hey, they just call things how they see them, I guess. But, I'm thankful for how well you've been treating me, and letting me give kids who came by candy for Halloween was kind of fun. They all thought I was wearing a costume, which was super cute. Just being able to answer the doors myself was fun. Even if a couple kids, like the teenagers, called me a furry. Hey, what do they know? I'm plenty furry. But, yeah, that's all. I really do hope you don't have any more nightmares, hon. I always like hearing you pleasantly snoring. It's kind of relaxing to me. Hey, I said I don't actively listen, but there's noises you make that are nice. I mean, the noises you make when you have a nightmare, kind of cute, but kind of in like the scared puppy barking in its dreams kind of way, not the moan more kind of way. It's cute when it's incidental, if you get the drift. But I hope you sleep well. I'm going to go back to my room and sit on my phone for a few more hours before I fall asleep. Yeah, I'm nocturnal. Yeah, that's generally why I sleep until about noon. I go to bed at 4. You didn't realize? Well, I mean, that's fine. Yes, foxes, kitsune are nocturnal, but I kind of try to stick to a schedule where I can be talked to in the middle of the day, too. Well, good night. I hope you sleep well now, and I hope you have sweet dreams. Do you want to take a big sniff off my pink tail before you go to bed? I'll help you have good dreams. There you go. You sleep well, hon. Good night.